Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're going to be jumping into this cool little interaction that I've created, which is like an automatic gallery and with some interactivity inside there if you want people to be able to look at images or other things, or maybe even interact with cards. It depends what you are building. I touched upon this when I was just putting some of my design pieces together as to what I was thinking when I was building this. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to make sure that these items were spinning. So let me show you what that looks like. So here it is, Gallery 1. And this is all that it is. It is literally my imagery moving, and it is coming in from both sides, and they are slowly slowing down at the end. And at the end, you can scroll through them if you'd like, just giving people another option for interactivity. Now let me get into how we can create this. So this is a fairly standard prototype. So let's get into it. So what you see here is your standard container kind of coming in from the side here. We can take a look at that again like that. So we all know how to do that. Just place it off of the frame and then it will actually animate with Smart Animate. Now, these two pieces that are animating are a different story. What I've done is I have the right and left column, and I have them positioned off of the main frame over here. So this is set to clip content, so you won't see anything beyond these borders, but the right and left are coming in from the top and the bottom. So after this frame, they're still there. Let's take a look so you can all see. So I still have them over here, right and left, and then I have them coming in at their own speeds. Let me show you what that looks like as well. I have them coming in not too much so you get right to the end here, and same with the top here, but it gives you enough so the animation takes a while, so you can see all these different photos that you want your users to look at. It's a really nice subtle animation. And over here, I just transitioned to a screen which will allow me to actually scroll. So let's take a look. I'm going to jump into the prototype right now. So I have the prototype panel open, and this is your standard after delay. I'm rolling with the 750 milliseconds because it's nice and quick. And this is where ease out really does an amazing job. If we take a look at the way this stops, it's really nice. We are slowly coming to a stop here, and we're not overdoing it, and it's not sudden. So that's a really great way to achieve that effect. Now, this is where things get pretty cool. So I have an after delay set on this last frame, and it's 1 millisecond. And the actual animation is 1 millisecond. You may be thinking, what's happening here? Because this is kind of weird. Now, the only way to make this like a scrollable container, or each of these a scrollable container, is to shrink the size of the container and allow for you to scroll within it. So if you take a look at the right container here, you see how it's larger on this side? That's because we are showing it coming in and out. Same thing with the left container. If I click the left container, same thing here. We see it is massive, but here it's actually not too large. It's just staying within the frames. Same with the right. So what I have is I have vertical scrolling set on both of these containers. So when I actually go back to my prototype right here, I can scroll or drag. I can't do that on the other screen because it will actually try and scroll the whole container. So we can take a look at what that looks like. So if we were to remove this and then start this all over again, we're just going to have to wait for this to play out. I'll show you how long the actual animation is. So we're done here. And now I can't interact with it. I can't drag it. I can't scroll it. Even if we were to set these individually to vertical scrolling, which they are, we are getting a warning that's going to basically tell us that you can't scroll. You can try and set vertical scrolling on the actual larger container, but it's going to scroll beyond the boundaries that we have set for it, because it's going to scroll the existing content. So let's just create that link again. So I just Command Z, or you can do Control Z to get back if you're actually designing along with me. Now in this screen, I have it set to 10 full seconds for this animation to play out. That's totally fine. Most people will just kind of scroll through this, but if you want to make that nice and subtle polish for your own landing page, it's nice to kind of have a long-lasting animation for something like this, since there's so much content. And that's how you create a very quick gallery